Alright everybody, what is going on? We're over here on the old JP account. So, I decided to that I would, log into JP and see how many stones I had left over for the from the anniversary, and had about 300 stones left over. I did 3 multis on the Sell Max banner, and look who we got. We have Sell Max over here at 55%. I don't have any equipment on him. Don't really have much going on my JP account. But I did have just enough skill orbs to get this guy up to level 10. And then I got every other link up to level 5. So here he is. We're going to see how good Sell Max is here at 55%. I got to say, his 55% stats are pretty good. He's got a nice HP stat. So... yeah, he's looking, so maxy, all right? So we got Broly, Chi and Limo here at 69%, Easy Aid. Also, I went ahead and got them up to level 10 Big Bad Bosses as well. We got Frieza here, no link levels, of course. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not on a full Super Bosses team, and I can kind of show you guys this. So if we go to this Friend Broly and we go to the Super Bosses category, these are the Super Bosses units I have available in my account. My JP account is not as whaled out as my global account, but I don't think this will be a huge issue. My plan is to run a rotation of the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta and Beast Gohan is on one rotation, which is what I have over here. So these guys are going to be on one rotation, and then we're going to be floating this Broly and this Frieza probably. So probably both Brolys and then Frieza are going to be the floaters on this team. And I think that will work out well. I honestly don't remember how this Frieza works at all. I just know that he's a support type unit and he needs 3 orbs after his first turn. So we will deal with that eventually. Let's go ahead and start out here. Now, it may be a little bit rough running Broly, Chi, and Limo, because I don't know how easy it's going to be to get their 6 orbs. But we can start out with this for Cell Max, or I'm sorry, 7 orbs is what they need. And yeah, we can only get 6 right here. If I had Easy A Goku Black, that would be awesome. But I do not have him. Hopefully these guys right here are able to just kind of provide rainbow orbs for the team. Sometimes they can do that. Is Frieza a rainbow orb changer? I honestly can't remember. But yeah, hopefully these guys getting their orbs is not going to be a huge issue. So that does give some support right there to these guys. So you can see Cell Max right here at 55% is at 569k defense. Keep in mind here that Cell Max does get 20% defense per attack received up to 100%. So after he is fully built up, you'll basically double what he has for defense right here. So instead of being at, 569, 733... you would double that, and so he's going to cap out, like if we had this exact same rotation, but we had Cell Max's full defense built up, he'd be at 1.1 million defense. He is guarding here, and he does have 30% damage reduction, so he does need all allies in the rotation to be artificial super bosses or movie bosses category allies, and as long as our rotations work out here, we should be able to get that. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Oh, let me turn off the intros because we don't need those. We could watch Beast Gohan's, but I don't need to. This is a Cell Max video. I do have videos on the channel up for Beast Gohan, so you guys can go check him out. Those are back from like February, so I do have a few videos. I think I have a couple playlists on like the Supreme Battle Spectacle and like the movie Memorial, so those are sitting out there. Oh, unfortunately, Cell Max got sealed. I forgot that this boss seals right here. That is kind of a big issue with a lot of these bosses, is that they can seal you. And, if a boss seals you, it takes away a ton of damage. So, Cell Max is fully built up now, which is good. But, we probably lost out on, who knows, like 100 million damage right there or something crazy. Like, who knows how much damage we lost out on right there. I guess maybe like 100 million attack stat. I don't know. I don't know how hard Cell Max is going to hit right here at 55%. But I do have to assume it's going to be pretty hard. So, we'll see. We'll see how things shake out here. Broly, Chi, and Limo are going to be a very risky run, but, if we can get them 7 orbs, that's just where we're going to have to put them, so we'll have to play around them a little bit. They are the only other Big Bad Bosses character on the team, and again, unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys, I don't have Super Easy A Goku Black on this account, and I do not have the Physical Rose, because, of course, I did not summon for him, and those banners are gone, so there is nothing I can do about it currently. Once this guy comes out on my global account, of course, I'll be able to do the full showcase there. I'll more than likely go for the rainbow as well on him whenever he comes out. So we'll get like a much better showcase, like a much better showing there. But this is also good. The nice thing about my JP account, at least to me, is that I feel like I can relate a lot more with a lot more of my audience, so to speak. Like, I know that a good chunk of you guys have accounts that look more like this than you do, you know, my full, just like rainbowed everything, max links everything, you know, 7 million power level account, right? A lot more of you are more in the casual player base where your accounts are looking more like, you know, you don't have every bit and piece for every team. It's looking a little bit more like this. I could be wrong. You guys can let me know if you do have every option for every team, but I would venture to say that, you know, some of you guys have to get a little bit more creative with your team building than I would have to. So, of course, here's Beast Gohan. I do have Beast Gohan rainbowed. I got really, really lucky with the summons for him, but I also just had a ton of stones to grind up back during the anniversary, so I was able to just grind this guy up. Oh, I should charge my phone, I guess. That's a little unfortunate there. Okay, well, we're going to take a little intermission here, and I'm going to go charge my phone. We will be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and we're up here against the blue Goku and Vegeta. Again, Cell Max is fully built up now. Oof, unfortunate orbs at the moment, though. So yeah, there he is, Cell Max at 1 million defense, just straight up. He is still guarding. He does still have the 30% damage reduction. Unfortunately, the orb situation here is really bad. So let's grab these. They do still have the 50% chance to dodge, and mine are only 69%, but I do still have some dodge on them. We'll see. We'll see how this goes right here. Let's grab all of these orbs for Broly and just see what happens right here. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Between now and last time, I am watching some Elden Ring now. Because, like, my phone was charging, I needed something to do, so we're watching some Elden Ring gameplay, but, you know, let's see. But yeah, Cell Max is doing really good. We're doing some good damage here. Is there a world where Cell Max does enough damage to just take these guys out? Okay, no. Almost, though. Almost. I believe Broly, Chi-Lion, and Limbo, they do still have a 50% chance to dodge, right? So let's see how they do right here. We got them 5 orbs. That's not the best. At least they are getting the super attack first right here. That is good. If they crit right here, would they KO? Maybe? We got a normal. Okay. Real close. If we die right here, I'm going to feel really sad. Okay, we don't. Okay, so Broly. Yeah, okay. So good damage there from Cell Max, by the way. Cell Max just saw this blue Goku and Vegeta and said, son. You know, he really did just kind of sun them right there. That is the nice thing about the Super Bosses team, is that it just does so much damage that you really can blitz these events. Like, very easily, you can blitz them. All right, let's go ahead and float Broly off right here. So we have 2 more phase, or well, this phase and then 2 more. So we have this phase, Super Saiyan Gogeta, and then Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Cell Max is only going to be really tanky for one of those turns. After that, we're going to have to be a little bit careful. So let's see what happens right here. We're going to get those orbs. These guys should be fine as long as they don't eat the super attack. We got 4 rainbow orbs right there, which means they got 28% damage reduction, and they do lower attack on super. They also, like, greatly raise defense on their super attack. So there's a good chance that we're fine right here. We want the super attack to be on Beast. That is best case scenario, obviously. There it is. Okay, perfect. We are good then throughout the rest of the fight right here. So, that shouldn't... Yeah, I was going to say, this guy doesn't debuff, I believe. So, Gohan should also be fully built up now. He should have all of his hits in. That is kind of like the one weakness of Beast, I guess you could say, is that he does need to get hit a certain amount of times in order to fully build up his passive. This guy will age out eventually. I know everyone's like, oh, imagine a world where Beast isn't the best unit in the game. And it's like, well, he is really good right now. But, like, they could really counter this guy by releasing a boss that doesn't do very many attacks, but hits really hard on them, and it has several phases. Like, if you had, like, a Blue Gogeta fight like this, but all of the phases only did, like, 2 or 3 attacks, and each one did, like, 6 million, like, well, I mean, that would counter a lot of units, but, like, let's say each attack did, like, 3 million, right? Like, it's just one boss, and he triple supers every turn, and that's all he does, is 3 random supers placed on the turn. That would actually be, like, a huge counter to Beast, because he wouldn't be able to get his hits in, and so then he wouldn't be able to become the super juggernaut that everyone knows and loves him as. So these guys are totally fine against normals. They might have been able to survive the super. I don't know about on that turn. I don't think they gave us very many supers there, but I'll be truthfully honest with you guys. I wasn't really paying attention to what they were doing right there. So on turn 7, whenever we see Broly again, we'll be able to transform him. Will we be able to transform the Broly on turn 6? Maybe. Okay, so right here we go. We do have Cell Max again. This is his last turn where he's really tanky, and that would be if we used the active skill right here. I don't know that I want to do that if I can avoid it. The thing is, though, is that he only has 963k defense, and that's it. That's all he has right here. And so this is where Cell Max can get exposed, and part of it's just the team that I'm running right here. I don't want to say it's a bad team, but you know, the Super Bosses team works around you being able to blitz these bosses down, and you know, it's turn 5 right here. Pretty much if you're not one-phasing every turn of this boss, you can be in a situation like this. So I don't know if I should use his active skill or not. That is a very big question right now. Because I can put him in slot 1. I'm pretty sure I can get these 4 rainbow or these 4 blue orbs right here. Then we can get the physical orbs to these guys, and I think they'll be able to get their 7 orbs. I might have to do something like this to group them up properly. Oh, man, I don't know. Let me grab these. I mean, because this guy, he cannot survive a super attack. 900k defense with 30% damage reduction, because he's not guarding anymore. He only has the guard for the first 3 turns. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. I can't put them in slot 1 because they would get obliterated. I guess I have to float Cell Max. Well, it depends on if I'm using Cell Max's active skill or not. I mean, I want to see him obviously again, like tank blue Gogeta. That's really what I want to see. But he's definitely going to super in slot 1. I could do this. I can do this. Frieza would survive. He's got damage reduction and a full dodge build. I don't know. Do I have to use this now? Let me just grab this. Let's just see what happens. I am actually nervous because this is where, you know, a lot of whales don't have this problem, right? Because they just see the rainbow units with the rainbow stuff and everything is good, right? Maybe I should have left Cell Max in slot 1 right here. I don't know. I will only know if we see a super attack on this turn. We got Frieza 3 orbs, so Frieza's going to be fine defensively, I think. Hopefully, maybe, surely. We're type advantage here. We have a lot of damage reduction. We got a super attack off. We do survive this? Okay, yeah, only 120k. Very good. Okay. Broly, Chi, Lion, Limo do have the guaranteed dodging at the end. Cell Max is at a 24 million attack stat, so that is good. We do get the debuff off as well. We got the additional attack. We're not going to be able to do another one on this turn because we didn't get supered. Remember that Cell Max does an additional super attack if he receives an additional super attack, so... Alright, cool. So that was the correct play, because I did not want to burn Cell Max's active skill. I want to save that for Blue Gogeta. That's where we're actually going to need it. I would have loved to leave Broly, Chi, Lion, Limo on rotation, but I would have had to put them in slot 1, and 1, I didn't trust them to dodge that many attacks, and 2, I just didn't have 7 orbs to give them. They had to either be in slot 2 or slot 3 on this rotation, and obviously Cell Max had to be in slot 1 or 2, so that kind of forced my hand, right, of... you know, I either had to put Cell Max in slot 1 and we would have to see how he tanked, and I don't think it would have been very pretty, because that's all, remember, that, like, Cell Max does not get any defense on super attack. He gets a debuff, but he does not get any sort of, he doesn't get any attack, which, or I'm sorry, he doesn't get defense, he only gets attack, which does matter, whenever you're looking at, like, you know, how good he is, I guess you could say. Just because, you know, if you're in a situation like that, I mean, that was crunch time. Right there, that was crunch time. I could have used his active skill, but we're going to need him again on turn 8, so I couldn't. If I used it there, I was going to lose, or I'm sorry, on turn 7. If I used it there, I was going to lose on turn 7. You know, and so it was either float Broly, Chi, Lion, Limo. We're going to lose big bad bosses now, so our defense is going to be even lower next turn because we're going to be missing a straight 25% multiplicative buff. Now, the other thing that is good is we will have Broly's domain up next turn. We'll be able to pop that domain. So that will give us some buffs. That will be really good for us. And then, of course, Broly transformed is just a really, really good unit. So that will help us out. So let's go ahead. And we're gonna be able to transform Broly here. I'm not gonna play the animation just because it's not like Broly's showcase. I have shown this before in the past, but yeah, let's go ahead and pop this. So you can see right here, just real quick, this is gonna be no domain. We do have support from Frieza, I believe, and then so no domain. Support from Frieza is good, and then no big bad bosses right here, because we don't, like, Broly and Frieza, neither were given big bad bosses for some reason. So, yeah, only 770k defense with 30% damage reduction. Now, here's the funny thing, is we can, hang on, let me do this one first. Let's get the domain out. So here's the domain. This will be buffing Cell Max as well. I don't remember Broly's exact buff at the moment, but he is buffing Cell Max. Now you're gonna watch his stats and everything go up. Yep, you see that right there, and then boom, there's the buff. All right, we're gonna throw him in slot 1. We're gonna put Cell Max in slot 2. And again, that's a huge buff, right? Like that's the domain effect, getting that extra defense in right there. Let's go ahead and use the active skill. It's gonna push us up to like 9 million defense, basically. All right, we destroyed the planet, but we are not on the planetary destruction category, of course. Okay, so here we go. Again, there we go. 10 million defense, actually, is what we're at now. That is obviously pretty good. I don't know about you guys. I would consider 10 million defense pretty good. So here's the thing, though. We do still need to make sure that Frieza gets his 3 orbs, because that AoE right there that's in that slot right there is still going to hit Broly and Golden Frieza. So we don't want to clown around too much. We do want to make sure that they are getting their orbs. Now, there's a really good chance right here that we're just going to KO Gogeta. We're going to be doing so much damage here. Between Broly's going to do a ton of damage, Cell Max is going to do quite a bit of damage, and then Frieza is. Now, a lot of these other these target mechanics, specifically Beast and Blue Gogeta, right? They do get an attack buff for every attack that they receive on a turn before they attack. So you want to put them at, like, the end of the turn. Cell Max isn't really like that. Cell Max, once he is built up, he's kind of just built up, right? I believe. Yeah, once he gets his 5 attacks performed, then he is fully built up in terms of his attacks. So, like, what we have right now with Cell Max is what we are going to get. Let's go ahead and get Frieza his orbs. I guess we can just grab the int orbs. That's fine right there. So that is going to get us our damage reduction. We should be fine with Frieza. Again, if there is a super attack, it's going to be aimed at Cell Max. That's going to be good. You know, obviously nobody is hurting him with 10 million defense. And here comes Broly. Broly with the 21 million attack stat. Again, we are getting the huge domain buff as well, which is going to make everybody just better. You know, that's another nice thing about having Physical Rosé, right? Is that Physical Rosé gets his domain a lot sooner than Broly. So, you know, if you're only running like one Broly on your team, which I do think probably the optimal way to run super bosses is to go like Broly as your leader, Rosé, Physical Goku Black, Cell Max, Broly, Chi-Lai, and Limo, and then maybe like Frieza. Like, I would say those 6 are like your core super bosses characters right there. And if you're running it like that, and then you bring a friend Cell Max instead of a friend Broly, then you only really have one Broly to worry about, and you don't have like the weight of the team on his shoulders. Holy crap, Broly. Can we let Cell Max showcase the video, please? I guess Broly's just gonna kill Gogeta here. Hello? This was the... Okay, well... okay. Well, that was pretty good. I mean, obviously, Cell Max wasn't going to take damage there with 10 million defense, but I guess I should have put him in slot 1. I don't know really why I put him in the middle. I just kind of put him... I had a feeling that the super attack was going to be in the middle, just like the way the attacks looked there. That's kind of why I put him there, but... I did not expect Broly to just go Hamtaro and KO Gogeta there, but that is what he can do. So there we go. Pretty good. I'll send that guy a friend request. I doubt he accepts it, but maybe he will. But what was I talking about? But yeah, like whenever you have that core of units, I mean, you guys saw what Broly did right there. Once you have that really good core of Super Boss's units, the team does so much damage that usually you're able to get through these events a lot faster than what we did here. I mean, it wasn't that we were going through the event slowly, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys thought about Cell Max in this video. That was a nice, I think, 55% look at him. You guys did kind of get to see the fear in my eyes where I was like, all right, we had one turn there where we were completely exposed. We just happened to get really lucky, and we were able to play the rotation well. So let me know what you guys think. Again, thank you all again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you'd like to see some more Cell Max content, especially you global players. Let me know what fights you'd like to see him in. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.